The California Coastal Layer sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Alex Wood is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, if Alex don't light your fire, you're working with wet wood. This is one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Sneaky, quick, funky arm angle, 92 to 94, good curveball, one of the more underappreciated quality lefties in the game of baseball.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Ender Inciarte.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Bellinger. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Another full count pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Into the box now, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Dodgers, the right fielder.
Slap hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there,
Batting
setting
third,
him down on only 4
fielder,
pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Striding in, Cody Bellinger, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We are still scoreless. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat.
Acuna Jr.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Taylor is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Stepping up to the plate, Austin Riley. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Riley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
The shortstop, Johan.
And the next
Camargo.
in is Johan Camargo. And it's fouled away. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in. Seager as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Albies scoops it up. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping up now, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here. At the plate, Ozzie Albies, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bellinger's on his horse. He's there and records the first out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
Inciarte.
Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Into the box, Nick Markakis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Seager backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The first baseman,
Digging in to try it again. Freddie Freeman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And the count will be full. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Braves strand one, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Jock Peterson now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this is hauled in on the run for the out, and he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Taylor. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And this is fouled straight back and into the mask of the catcher. It's 1-1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Taylor leads off second with one gone in the inning. Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1. Mookie Betts is on deck. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the right
So
fielder,
runners at first and
Mookie.
second here with one away. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strike. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove.
Now batting, catcher, Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now the 1-0. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ozuna, base runner at first with 1 out. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready to take his hacks again, Austin Riley, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Lays off 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Popped him up. Turner will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in now, Cody Bellinger comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And no one will track it down. Ready with the 1-2. And this will be fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
At the plate, Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So stepping in, Jock Peterson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. We played 4. Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch on its way. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, number 1. Second base.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, base hit to right.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Ender Inciarte. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
In now, Nick Markakis. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here. So he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make 1 good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
The set and the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field. And Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
The left fielder.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Taylor.
Hit hard up the middle. Camargo picks it up cleanly. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The batter, number 9.
So striding forward now, number 9. He drew a walk his first time up. Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. line towards center field. Inciarte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go. Ready once again, Ronald Acuna. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The 1-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Taylor arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 10 for him on the year, and it's given the Braves a 3-1 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Standing in now, Travis d'Arnaud. Fly ball right down the line in left. Taylor is there. And he hauls it down in the corner. Austin Riley will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. Strike 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Takes this the other way to right, and Mookie will make the play, and that retired the side. 1 for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 3-1 Atlanta. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Inciarte is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Cody Bellinger. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. This is pulled into right. Acuna back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box, Max Muncy. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Dodger Stadium. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Tommy Kahnle is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
Now at the plate, Johan Camargo. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far.
The shortstop, Johan Camargo.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ball and a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. Popped him up. Smith is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Ender Inciarte. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nick Markakis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
1-0 pitch on the way. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Camargo on second. Inciarte is over at first with 1 away. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 3 and the Dodgers 1. Here's Corey Seager. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with this first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
That's lifted the other way out to left. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. Digging in, Will Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And that will find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. Be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get base hit. This guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
No balls and a strike to count. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 0-2 home. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. And he fouls this one off.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
The 1-2. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
In now, Chris Taylor, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Ozuna at the track, the wall. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. Chris Taylor, a 2-run shot. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Dodgers have come back to tie it at 3.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Now batting, number 9.
Stepping in now, number 9. And he puts it on the ground to second. Albies brings it in on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. 7 complete here. Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The first baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they take the lead 4-3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 0 for 4. Now the 2-1 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4.
Now
He's looking locked in.
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Into the box now, Travis d'Arnaud, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Ozuna, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Three-two pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Taylor. On the warning track, he makes the catch. In now, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Taylor is there, and that ends the inning. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 4-3 Atlanta.
Your attention, please. Now
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melancon as he'll take over on the mound.
Melancon.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Ground ball left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw will not be in time. So good hustle there is now the possible tying run as aboard to lead things off here.
Third baseman.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. And it's 1-1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
In the dirt here, right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. But this is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the run in shallow left. Blake Treinen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right.
Number 49. Blake Treinen.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for Atlanta.
Digging in, Ozzie Albies. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set, and the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Bellinger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Will Smith is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Smith has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. One out, nobody on. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Now another 1-2. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping into the box, Will Smith. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Striding into the box, Jock Peterson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
One and 0. Here it is. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
The count now at 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Braves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Ian Anderson earned his 5th win of the year. Will Smith wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB.